It's XCOM2. Welcome back. Starting on a pretty sad note today for whatever lies ahead of us. Last time we faced up against a upgraded, new and improved Exalt, and we lost Zari. Our highest ranking marksman. And yeah, Zari's been with us, I think, since day one, actually. Or close enough as not to matter. And Exalt put a pin in that. So that was good. Nothing quite like losing a major. Actually, a really solid marksman with good aim and all of that stuff. But we did. And as we mentioned at the tail end of the last episode, Larry joined the ranks of everyone else that we've lost throughout the course of this campaign. In spite of that loss, we were otherwise successful in quite a tough mission. We had to do some repositioning work and all that shenanigans, basically, in order to make sure that we were able to get through, and we were able to as well to grab the objective just in time before the truck exploded. So bit of a photo finish and bit of a miss, actually. If we just look at how many marksmen we've still got on deck, we've got Clav and Pacify making up these two marksmen here, which is not ideal, really. In fact, if we look at our roster in general, yeah, we've got more phalanxes and we've got assault infantry, we've got phalanxes and stuff, but I feel like we probably need to look at getting some rookies and just building this out a little bit. As well, we've got 3 ready, 3 tired, and then 13 wounded. Fortunately, the infirmary's taken over just fine. In the event queue, I completely forgot what it was called for a second there, even though it's right there on the screen. The Codex Brain should be done today, and we might see this infiltration mission, although it's far more likely, based on previous experience at least, that we'll see an assault mission before this infiltration. So, let's start the clock and see what comes our way. We have got a neutralized field commander assault mission that I've just remembered exists upon coming back to the map here. So that's probably on the agenda today. However, that's going to be dependent on having people ready to be able to field. Fortunately, we've got 5 days before we have to take it, and that would counter Advent Lightning Reflexes, which is something I'd like to counter. Overwatch isn't really something that we use too much, but think about how often suppression gets used. It would impact suppression from being able to do damage. Vigilance, yeah, that would be quite good to counter as well, but certainly Lightning Reflexes is top of the list of the dark events that are coming our way this month at least. We've also got covert op flashing to raid a supply convoy. We're not going to do this. We can't field an infiltration mission right now, and realistically speaking, we can't field this covert action, which is kind of annoying because based on what I've just been saying about, you know, getting some rookies and stuff, actually removing midnight raids would be something quite useful to us. So we'll have to just make do with what we've got, unfortunately. I think I mentioned last time, or not too long ago certainly, that what I'd love is one of those lost missions where we have to rescue a bunch of dudes and such from the lost. There's another destroyer and relay here. So we have got those dark event counters coming in thick and fast now. 5 days again. So I guess we'll run the clock until the Codex Brain is done. Yeah, there goes that covert action. Rest in peace.
Commander, we're making progress piecing this thing back together, but it hasn't been pretty.
Our soldiers completely disabled this unit in the field. What we're hearing is merely a byproduct of electrical impulses. I assure you, it is well past the point of feeling pain.
I'll take your word for it, Doctor.
I'm sending you a new sequence now.
These are coordinates. Return coordinates. Think we've got a point of origin. Well, part of one.
Something else. Something underneath. One moment. The unit is attempting to block further access.
That's not all it's doing. I'm losing the data we've already decrypted.
Almost there. Just one more adjustment.
Forget the data. It's accessing the power core. Overriding my safeties. Increasing power levels to Tigan, sever the connection.
There. Some sort of fail-safe protocol, I imagine. The Codex must have intentionally overloaded the interface to prevent any further theft of information. Still, I believe I was one step ahead of it.
That's an enormous amount of data.
Yes, and I expect it may take some time to decipher.
Better get started. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that again.
I'll proceed with the necessary research and preparation. With your approval, of course, Commander. I'd also suggest we look into those coordinates.
That's if I can reconstruct the data we lost in the transfer. I just hope it was worth it.
New objective added.
So, there goes the Codex brain. And the Shadow Chamber with it. We can still use the Shadow Chamber, fortunately.
In the field, the Codex appears as an anomalous form in an almost constant state of flux, seemingly only present in our world for milliseconds at a time. However, it was apparently not immune to the effects of conventional weaponry, having dissipated before leaving behind this object.
Thank you very much for the exposition there, Tigan. But yeah, that's our first Shadow Chamber project completed, which is super excellent. We now have to sift through the encrypted Codex data, and as well as that, we've got the black site file. However, more than that, before we get back to research, we actually get a brand new objective here to investigate those coordinates that Shen was talking about. They are all the way down in Australia.
Based on the most recent findings, I've marked the location Shen pulled from the Codex, Commander. It's a remote region, out in the woods away from any populated areas. We'll need to contact the local resistance forces if we want to get a closer look.
I guess it being in the woods, I'm not too familiar with the geography of Australia, but I assume this area is reasonably wooded. You don't hear about it in the news very often. Nothing really happens to the forests and woodlands in Australia, historically. Nevertheless, that aside, that is now an excuse for us to finish up here in Eastern Europe and then start making tracks through Chile into New Australia to get that mission available to us.
The lab is currently idle. We're wasting
Switching
valuable
gears
time
then,
and
before we go
resources
back
by
to
not
Shadow Chamber
conducting
research,
any
just want to take another
Please
sort
consider
of
providing us
review
with a
of
directive
the
as soon as
full amount of
possible. Hello, Commander.
traditional research available to us. And what I'm specifically looking for here is powered armor. We learned anything from our little tussle with Exalt, it's that our armor is kind of reaching the end of its shelf life, and we're going to need an upgrade there soon. As well, I don't think the Chrome Dome autopsy here will provide the upgrade to the Frost Bomb. I'm still not 100% on that. Guess we should probably go for that research one way or the other. But yeah, powered armor. Going to be expensive to kit our folks out in the powered armor. We've also got to consider the Archon autopsy for those advanced weaponry, the Fusion Ripjack in particular, and the Celestial Gauntlets for our Templars. So we've got quite a lot to chew through here, really, all said and done. But I think the starting point is probably going to be powered armor. 21 days, bit of time between now and then for sure, but the sooner we can get that powered armor in the field, the better, I think. So we'll continue scanning. We've got 4 days on those assault missions, so we've got a bit of time to carry on letting those wounds heal. And our infiltration mission is now ready, of course. We'll be doing the usual and over-infiltrating that. That's our radio tower built in Western Europe, and we can, in fact, make contact with Eastern Europe now. So let's just get on that straight away.
Any new contacts until we upgrade our system.
Really need some more alloys, good grief. There was this cave for 7 days scanning. Get some alloys from that. But we wouldn't be able to do that and then make contact in time for this supply drop, and I'm kind of keen to get as much in the bank of supplies as we can. So this is going to have to go first, and we'll just have to hope that those alloys and things are still available to us when the time comes that we can scan for it. We kind of need to take this assault mission now, 21 hours and 39 hours, so we have got 11 ready. Automated defenses, robotic enemies all over the place, that's something we can probably deal with. And from the enemy list here, yeah, we've got like Spectre as an advanced general apparently on the floor, and then heavy mechs. We haven't seen heavy mechs yet. Sectorbot hunters we're familiar with though, and of course our old friend Codex.
Course for Eastern United States.
So let's head back to the United States and get on the ground. I believe this one was to neutralize a field commander. It was indeed. Okay. Cool. Well, let's see who we can actually field here. Gwen's eager to go, which is super nice. Beyond that, though, we'll bring Troll Plants, Field Medic. Standard fare, really, at this point. Giga as the combat engineer, sure. Yeah, we'd be remiss not to bring an assault infantry, I think. Shandin, historically, is our answer to robotic enemies, although Fear of the Chosen means if one of the Chosen does show up, it shouldn't do, because it's the assassin. We can field Shandin. There we go. That was an entire thought process done in less than 5 seconds. Leaving that final spot, and we're in a subway, and we'll come back to gearing up. I don't know why I'm getting ahead of myself there. So we got an assault, a combat engineer, a medic, a marine, and a phalanx. So who do we want for that final slot? Probably a sapper, right? Yeah, we'll bring Zentries and we'll field those EMP bombs. Put those to work. Exosuit on our engineer for sure. Predator armor and everything else. We'll not bring the spider suit with us being in a subway. Don't really see that we'll get much mileage out of it. And Giga's actually capable of, yes, it's flashbang grenades that we want to try and get Giga running with. And then the plated vest there, as is tradition at this point. No, we want Gauntlet Mark II. Predator gun. And then a mad cannon. There we go. So Giga's set up and ready to go. Does need some ammo and AP. Probably, yeah. We go blue screen on Shandin, Talon on Aethel, or do we go black ice on Shandin? We go blue screen on Giga, because I mean the Giga can like shred armor anyway, right? So yeah, that'll work. There's our Talon rounds. There they are. No real surprises insofar as how we're gearing up the squad here, really. I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. This is just it's almost just default for us at this point in the campaign. There's no real creativity required, which is, you know, kind of a weird thing to say, honestly. We did pick up the coil rifle from Exalt, which is equivalent to the plasma rifle, so that's actually super nice. Because that means we can run that coil rifle on Zentrisa here. Looks quite cool as well, eh? And then Shandin just needs a grenade of some description. So we'll throw an EMP on Shandin. We'll throw We'll probably run Frost and Standard Grenade on Zentrisa. Not Frosty, there she is. Yeah, I think we probably want at least one Standard Grenade in the bank here for sure. We've got the rocket launcher there. No, we don't. We've got the shredder gun, sorry. We've got rockets coming from Giga as well. Look, Giga's just so equipped, it's insane. And I guess the last thing to do is just quickly run through upgrades. So, Shandin's running foregrip, reflex, and speed loader. That's super fine. Scope, frame, extra magazine. That's fine. And then for Zentrisa then, actually thinking maybe not the scope, maybe we'll go for the reflex sight instead, because Zentrisa's got that suppression after all. But that should be us. Nothing on Troll Pants' AP list that we potentially want to pick up, right? Right? You know something, I keep thinking to myself, emergency aid would be useful. But no, we'll hold off on it for one more mission at least. Yeah, this is going to be us. Unless there's another mod we can throw in the katana. Ooh, hello. What got here then? Yeah, we could throw an advanced laser sight on that, sure, why not? So then, Operation Mosquito Company, I had to catch myself there. We got Troll Pants, Giga, Aethel, Shandin, Zentrisa, and Gwen off to the subway somewhere in eastern United States to neutralize us a field commander. We are killing Advent Generals left and right at the moment, it feels like. Got it in the back of my head that this might be a retaliation month as well. Which, you know, that's not going to catch us unaware or anything. That's going to be fine. Might see another ruler. We saw the Archon King for the first time. That was experience, for sure. And I'm worried about running into him again, honestly.
We've been given a prime opportunity to
we're in
disrupt
Chicago.
Advent's operations and delay their current plans. One of their field commanders has
Okay.
decided to tour the
Tunnels under
actual
Chicago.
field. We're going to make sure he never leaves there alive.
Chicago, of course,
Once you hit the ground,
famous for its
find our
subway
target
system and
and
not for its
eliminate him as
elevated
quickly
rail
as
system.
possible. Menace 1-5, we're tracking the Advent General and his escorts,
I've never been to
but we
Chicago,
don't have an
so
exact fix on their location.
I'm just going off of what
Sweep
media's
the
told
area
me.
and eliminate the target along with any other hostiles that stand in your way.
Now I'm wondering to myself, I assume it does, right? Because most sort of inner city rail networks would go Womble styles, overground, underground and stuff. Good at the entirety of the elevated rail network in Chicago is not all just above ground. But who am I to say that? Who am I, you know? What do I know?
Move.
Like I say, I've never been.
On the move.
Just the disembodied voice of a British guy. Saying XCOM.
Running.
So the plan for this, moving on from that tangent, the plan for this mission
On it.
is a pretty standard playbook for us at this point when we're dealing with Advent Generals. What we'd like is to try and find the General early and then find a good position to set up on and then commence the alien killing from.
Orders confirmed.
Of course, 9 times out of 10, especially recently, any plans that we make do seem to end up out of the window just as quickly as we make them, so I'm not going to be too committed to any one single course of action. Reacting is good. Speaking of reacting, that is a sector pod and 2 mechs. Okay, all of a sudden I'm super glad we've got us Zentrisa here, so we'll bring Zentrisa right up front. Although, has that activated?
Enemy squad located.
Okay, no. Wow, there are so many mechs. That sitrep was not joking.
Copy that. We've got an enemy squad here.
Keep thinking that they've been seen, and it's terrifying. I mean, what we got going on here? Let's just take a quick look. We've got a Mark II riot control mech, complete with police sirens. The scientific name for which is Ninos. We've got a heavy mech flanked with by 2 Advent mechs, so heavy N2 standards, and then we've got the Sectopod Hunter with 2 mechs here as well. So, oh, and just for fun, we've got a Spectre there too. You know, Spectres are fun and cool, and my friend.
Go, go, go.
So let's see what the movements look like.
Affirmative. Covering now.
And
Eyes on the prize.
definitely don't panic. This is so many mechs. Insane. 3 armor as well. They, depending on what this riot control mech does, they're not necessarily letting off from each other either, which is a little bit troublesome. Although, yeah, I guess we probably want to try and jump on the Spectre and riot control mech. I think. I'm wondering if we just hold this position here. Ventrisa probably wants to get here. Although, if these 2 were to move through this gap, then we're going to be rumbled. Which, again, isn't necessarily a bad thing. If we just blue move and overwatch this, then...
Moving.
I could live with them spotting us. I could live with it. I don't know whether or not the squad could.
Moving to designated position.
We want to pull down and forward. I think Troll Pants could probably do with getting back a bit. We'll pull everyone else forward. Gwen just flat out isn't moving.
Roger. I've got my eyes scanning. Moving to Overwatch.
Yeah, let's see what they do here.
Got it covered.
Scanning.
If we get an Overwatch open, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll open up on them probably on the next turn, unless an additional surprise enters the equation. Okay, they are actually coming through the wall. So that's go time.
Armor still holding. They've got our position.
Oh, stop throwing fire into the thing that's harder to hit. Oh, never mind. Keep throwing fire into that thing. It's fine. Oh, I got absolutely mulched there. Our mech has overwatched on us, but Hazel's got lightning reflexes. I don't know that this explodes. What does it do? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just pretty much kitted out in the exact same way as the traditional riot control mech. Suppression might be new. But yeah, salvo, flashbangs, and the taser punch we're absolutely familiar with, and it's mechanical, so of course it's immune to fire and poison. I don't think we do go for the slash, actually. Let's just shoot it. And really, we would like kill blow to come from probably Zentrisa, given that Zentrisa's lieutenant and everyone else is at least a captain, right? Yeah, Zentrisa's the one that we're going to be fishing for kills for this mission then. Okay. Spewing out rounds of plasma. We could probably afford to... Actually, we'll keep Aethel in concealment. Makes sense. And then we're looking for a 76% shot to get Zentrisa back killed. Nailed it. Okay. I don't want to move forward, because I don't know just how far they've gone, so we'll hold position.
Moving to Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Probably should have reloaded Gwen and Giga there, but I got excited.
I'm on it. Scanning. We're picking up an inbound Advent transport.
And there's our...
Try and extract the general from the AO. Don't let him get on
General
board
is
that
here
ship.
marker, which probably means that everything is going to move there, and we're going to have a pretty nasty fight on our hands.
I'm on the move.
See if we can grab the attention of anything here. Doesn't look like it. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll just move in then.
I'm going.
That setting off our timer is not the end of the world, really. Maybe April can catch something here, although I'd rather he didn't. Now I say it out loud. Yeah, okay, we're good. Hold on. And we'll spread forward with Shandon just to get Shandon properly in a position to actually do some work on the next turn. And let's see if anything's coming back on us. Looks like it is. Hard lines. That would have been the pounce, right? That was me trying to convince myself it was the pounce. And yeah, we've got a got all those action Jacksons just chilling back there by the objective. And wow, pounce and Overwatch missing from Gwen. It's Gwen's turn to get the Vert treatment where they miss shots that they're supposed to take.
Hard target, minimal damage.
Nice. Slow motion reload as well. Absolute action hero stuff. Okay, we only can really remove the Overwatch with Gwen here, but 84% on Lightning Hearts is pretty solid. Wow, okay, yeah, it's official. Gwen is just going through the Vert. Problem. Really? Really?
We're green to go.
Come on. Come on. Alright, fine. We have got Sectobot in here somewhere. Maybe this is going to activate all that stuff though, so that's not ideal. Got a feeling we're not going to get a kill on the Sectopod. That gun is so good. Chosen weaponry, huh? Who'd have thought it? And yeah, the Sectopod's in here somewhere. It's probably going to Kool-Aid Man through this wall. Right up in Shandon's business. What we probably want to do is let it come to us and just spread out a bit here.
Let's do this.
Bring Shandon here, I suppose. I'm gonna go with this being as spread out as they need to be.
Come get some.
I'm on it.
And they are coming in on us actually. And activating too. Why not? Please don't burn all of the Overwatches that we need for the Sectopod.
Get it together.
We've got the EMP grenades, or bombs as they are now. Wow, Gwen.
More of this.
You landed a shot. I think that's 2 shots that you've landed this mission. Taking that 11 is massive. And the Sectopod did push through the wall, it just didn't bust the wall when doing so. Oh wow. Black Ice rounds taking care of business there though. Getting that shutdown on it's massive. Just as well really, considering everyone else missed. The giant robot, how do you miss? And how come it... How managed... Oh, don't question it, just accept it. It's phased through the wall. The Sectopod now has phasing technology. That's what's happened there, clearly. Okay. EMP bombs from Zentrisa and Shandon. No, not Zentrisa. It's Shandon and Gwen that have got the EMPs. That's fine. The range on this is pretty solid. We should be able to grab the heavy mech and the advent mech with a single EMP bomb from Gwen here. And we can indeed. Lovely stuff. Okay. Mech and mech. That looks like it's 2 potential kills that Aethel could take care of here. Still concerned that stuff back here is going to activate, although what I think was there is this pack of mechs that we're actually looking at right now, so... Gonna risk it. Okay, there is more enemies there, so why not?
That's right.
Mind over matter. Una saying if ever I did hear one. Wow, there are a lot of enemies still. Good grief.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Who's got a med
Well,
kit?
at least you took the return fire. And that's pretty significant. I think that's probably going to be where we send another send a grenade down, actually. Of course, Aethel is now out of ammo. Slight complication. And they didn't. They did activate. Of course they activated. Why wouldn't they activate? But yeah, Aethel being out of ammo, not what I was intending on here. However, we'll just have to run with it. Now, does Aethel finish this mech is really the question. Should do. The armor's being ignored thanks to using the assassin's katana, but well, we'll have to risk it, right? And it's good. Become stone cold mech killers. We do need this thing dealt with now, though. Has to be said. So we'll switch back here with Aethel. We've also got this sectopod that's currently stunned. Up in our business. I think though we're probably looking at Zentrisa and Shandon to deal with that problem. So where does Giga go? Giga gets a shot on this mech that we need murdered. On here. It's not going to be the most accurate thing in the world, though. Let's see here. 74? I think we're probably better off suppressing it. That's that. We'll move Shandon up, although now that I've positioned Giga here, he's going to get exploded if this thing was to get killed. I'm an idiot. I'm not very good at this game. Okay, fine. Well, it's still stunned. I wonder if something popped up there. I'm not sure if it extended the duration on the stun. I'd like to think it did. Would prefer the full cover with Zentrisa here. Can't deny it, but we're not going to get as good a shot as we need to use the full cover. So this riot mech's got its security bit with it. We probably want to look at actually freezing the mech here and the security bit. I guess. I was sort of planning on holding the frost bomb for the codex. But we may need it for... If we can get Troll Pants to murder this security bit here, that would be ideal. Okay, nice. That's that taken care of then. Can't believe I've done this. Just gotta have to hope that that sectopod's got another stun left in the chamber. That's the scientific way of looking at it. We'll might as well go for this plasma grenade on these two fools then.
Get ready for a surprise!
I got all enthusiastic about dealing with that mech in the back because Aethel is up there. Aethel, of course, has what's it called? Untouchable as well, so it's not like it's a super nasty, threatening situation or anything, but never mind.
Overwatch.
Okay, mech just went straight for the shot there, that's nice. When landing the kill on the return fire is also nice. Although the sectopod being alive isn't. I would... Oh no, it's actually blowing the wall. I don't know how much I like this at all. That's Giga wide open. Codex going for that bomb is nice. Heavy Lancer was... I was hoping the Heavy Lancer was going to go for the melee attack on Aethel there and then get counter-attacked, but it obviously learned.
That armor's tough.
okay. Does this wall just not exist? Is it a figment of my imagination that is somehow being shown through the screen? It punched Shandon through the wall. The sectopod was phased through the wall. And now Shandon's getting stun lanced through the wall. Okay. Sure. You know what? It's fine. Because I was genuinely worried about Giga there for a hot second. And it all worked out. So don't look the old gift horse in the mouth. I think we've got a shredder gun. The shredder gun, the codex, it's going to split. And I don't believe that we can... Haven't quite got the cone width to get whatever was hiding back here, but shredding all the armor on the general and putting this amount of damage into the codex is reasonable. So yeah, let's go. Right. That went a bit far. Thanks. Alright. So, you can get meleeed through this wall, but you can't shoot through this wall. The mysteries of the wall are boundless. Zentrisa needs to reload, however, what the plan of action for Zentrisa is going to be... Probably looking at getting a frost bomb on our general friend. Although... Yeah, I think the frost bomb's the right call. What I don't want is for it to call reinforcements. Would be extra nice if we could cap this advanced trooper as well, but it doesn't look like that's possible. So we'll freeze the general. Gwen's got reasonable shots pretty much across the board. Gwen is actually hurting a bit though. Well, a little bit. A tiny bit.
No longer a threat.
But I don't think we need to move Gwen, is the crux of the matter here. Although... Yeah, we can only shield charge this codex. If the shield charge was able to connect with this one in the back, I would have gone for that. Instead we'll take the 70. And was actually concerned that Gwen wasn't going to hit that, but managed it in the end, and that's what's important. Jandon then doesn't actually seem to find that codex unless we hang him out, which isn't the most ideal thing. Let's bring Aethel in for this codex just to get a good look at what's going on down here. We know that that stun lancer's there, and I think that riot mech's kicking about too. Yes, sure enough.
What did you expect?
Uh-huh. I'm not in love with that idea. Who's Chopin's teamwork, buddy? Giga. Okay. That opens up options. So we'll teamwork on Giga. And then... That's not the button. That's the button. No. Wait. That's the button. I had a feeling the flamethrower wasn't going to go through the magical wall of destiny and wonder. Okay. Doesn't give us as many options as I was kind of expecting. Not gonna lie. What wouldn't be a bad decision is seeing if we can find a roust on this thing, but it doesn't look like that's possible either. Wow, okay, this is really just not giving us many options at all. In which case we'll just loop Gig around here, and yes, Shandon can move into this position. Shannon's being flanked right now by our frozen general, but that's fine. Should be able to land the kill here. Yeah.
X-ray neutralized. Gonna need to reload soon.
And then Aethel, I guess we just probably find some cover and reload with her. Wonder what the interaction with run and gun is.
Back in.
It's just a few days.
Oh, one of them was going to land a stun sooner or later, I suppose.
Hostiles coming in from the sides.
Oh, a grenade, you say?
That one hurts a little. Taking fire over here. Fire's getting worse here.
Can't even move Zentrice around in harm's way there. Huh. Yay. Well, okay. I think what we'll probably go for here is just a 1-2 punch from Aethel. We'll get rid of this trooper. High ranked assault infantry are so good. I don't know if I've said that before.
Heading out.
40. Holy moly. Got that heavy lancer in the back there, which is kind of whatever at this point. You got a shot there? You do. Okay, reload then. And then we'll just go for the stun. So you can play that game, Mr. Stun Lancer. Annoyingly, Zentrice is the one that I want to get the kills with. But, what can you do? I suppose we'll go and grab this loot with Giga. That's what we can do. Another set of advanced wildcats? Sure. And while we're feeling stylish, let's go and be stylish on this advanced general, I suppose. Evil Dead in the face.
Target neutralized.
Menace 1-5, kill confirmed. That's how it's done. We need to clear the area of any remaining
Comparative
hostiles. We
to
can't
dealing with
allow them to
Exalt
recover
last
the
time,
general
this has
body.
been basically meditative. And Zentrice could potentially secure the kill that we need here. Kind of damage does Zentrice's weapon do is the question. 5 to 9. Okay, so we're looking for a little bit of help. You know what then? See if we can just shield charge.
It hit the plate.
Okay. Cool. I always forget that the shield charge bounces them like that, and it never fails to make me laugh.
Finally.
I hope you're not here for an air of professionalism. Okay, you have to kill Tropants. Why not? Job done. That was scary looking, but actually it was fine. Shadow Chamber enabling us to be as prepared for that as we were is super useful. I'm just flicking through these stats. So, Tropants, 4 of 6 shots, 27 damage, 2 kills. Didn't actually need to do any healing either, so altogether we probably could have fielded someone else, but nevertheless, doing 2 kills and getting 4 of 6 shots landing, still good. Giga nil on shot accuracy, terrible damage dealt, just not really a solid mission to be an engineer on, apparently, which is fair enough. I think most of this, if not all of this, came from the Shredder gun. Surprising nobody. MVP, Aethel. 6 kills, 91 damage, 5 of 6 shot accuracy. Yeah, standard stuff there. Standard stuff for Shandon too. Everything that Shandon shoots, he hits. And a respectable amount of damage dealt too. And then Zentrice, we only got 1 kill with Zentrice, which is a little bit unfortunate. Trollplant's hogging the glory at the end there. Even so, putting those grenades to work, sap alive. And then finally Gwen, 7 of 12 is so bad. Like, we expect more from Gwen. But Gwen and Bert are obviously just having a bit of a time of things at the moment. Maybe there's an illness going around the squad that only affects phalanxes by attaching itself to their shields. Yeah, that's the theory. That's what we'll go for. But yeah, to the previous point, that was nice. Coming off the back of that horror show with Exalt, that was nice. I'll take a mission like that. I'll take every mission being like that. Maybe not with all the wounds though. Although those wound timers are pretty chilling, to be honest with you. Giga's out for a while. Shaken up there. Gwen's not shaken up. Bert was, which I put down the accuracy problems to. Gwen's just obviously having an off day. And our first colonel has arrived. It's Aethel. Wow, I wasn't expecting this promotion. We'll absolutely take it. So yeah, Aethel's our very first colonel of the campaign. Finally got there. Probably would have been Zari, huh? +1 damage and 20% extra crit chance on melee attacks is massive. +1 damage and 25 total damage on critical hits when run and gun is activated. That's kind of cool too. And 1 damage to stun the disoriented targets. It's ruthless. It's gotta be ruthless. And the extra, the end of each turn, gain a bonus of +1 dodge per tile moved up to a maximum of +10. So basically, an extra 10 dodge per turn. That's kind of cool. I'm actually super happy with Ruthless, first of all. That's awesome. However, I think we spend the 15 on blast padding here too. Just for that extra little bit of survivability that will be afforded from blast padding there. And then guess that's it, right? We take evasive, 10 dodge per turn, on top of the natural 10. I'm just going to assume it's 10 dodge per turn because, like, when is April not running around like a crazy person? You know what? Let's take it. Colonel Aethel. Here at last. We got a bit of loot there too. Nothing super interesting. Mind over matter. Bit of will, bit of side fence. Yeah, nothing new in the loot pile. Still good to have all that loot though, nevertheless. And we countered lightning reflexes, which is tremendous. We only got 5 ready, and we got another assault mission coming at us really quickly. I think it's in about 30 hours time. So yeah, we're gonna have to eat it. I think we're gonna have to eat it. We could field a broken spark unit, but I don't love that idea. In fact, I hate that idea. It's only got 5 health. Yeah, everyone who's out is out for a while now.
I just wish we had more to go on.
So I guess the decision that we're gonna have to make is just how badly. Thank you, Hunter. I love having my region income decrease. My favorite thing, actually. 32 hours. We don't know what it's going to counter. And this isn't the nicest looking list of enemies, 15, so we might have to eat the Hidden Dark event. And the new assault that just came up would counter vigilance, so we've countered reflexes, which is the main one we wanted to counter, I suppose. But yeah, we're a little bit dicey overall. Guess we'll have to think about that decision between now and next time. You're just telling me off for having a killing engineer? Really not, right? Oh god, you're good, you're good. 4 engineers, yeah? 1. Translates to Gremlin and Gremlin. There's 2. There's 3. Oh my goodness, I'm floating an engineer. Like a fool! at least the mission went well. Thank you very, very much, as always. We'll figure out what to do with that dark event, whether or not we want to just field a sort of weaker squad or something. I'm not too sure just yet. There's time to think about it, and that time will be taken. Take care. See you next time.